Seems also that maybe Western women are perceived as having more freedoms, not just of socioeconomic, but also ability to maneuver within our society, to have a voice, and to be able to use that voice.
I think you're right, as our first and now second women secretaries of state have shown, we do have the freedom to speak our mind and to go all over the world and help impact what's happening in places, in every corner of the globe. And it's both an honor and a responsibility. Men's ability to tap into that feminine, gene or sensitivity, the chip,
Mm-hmm.
is incredibly important. And we can learn from each other.
I almost took it too as a feeling that it was sort of a pointed statement to Western comfortable women to stop our regular lives and start putting some meaning in what we do every day, because we do have all these advantages that are not plentiful around the world. So I took it as a challenge. I really felt it was a challenge to us to do more.
If there is a call to action to women in particular, and/or men who carry those same skill sets, what is that leadership quality that you think either the Dalai Lama is speaking to, or that we're seeing in a global movement as women are becoming more part of the world economic, contributors to the world economy as they're being educated? I mean, there appears to be a particular skill set.
I mean, honestly, the first thing that comes to mind when you say that or ask that is the ability to listen. And I think that, I don't know if it's because we're mothers and we're taught, or maybe it's just in our DNA, but, from an early age to listen, we, as mothers, we have to listen to our children. As sisters, we listen to our brothers and all the rest. I mean, it's really critical, I think, just to solving all of the, social and environmental problems that we have, to be able to listen, and, listen well. I think that's a skill that many women have, and some men too.
I definitely think more and more men are entering the earth plane who are very sensitive and who choose to use those God-given talents that we think of as feminine, first of all, but they are definitely part of every human being, and they just have not been encouraged and accepted in the way that they need to be. I can't point to anything, but I like to use the word intuition, because I think that women are always credited with having a woman's intuition. I think it's underrated. I think it's a kind of wisdom that is passed on. And I don't know what happens in the male life that ends that dependency on intuition, but something that we do in our society does not reinforce that. I think it's as apparent in all people as it is in women, but because we nurture and care for and are taught to do that from the beginning of our lives, and we choose to do that too, I have to say. It comes naturally that we do have a leg up, perhaps, that men are not allowed to have, and that they will have, especially people like you, Louis, who are especially sensitive.
I feel that too, and I appreciate you saying that. This whole conversation, not just today, but ongoing from the last weeks, has been an exploration of my own feminine, and an opportunity for me to look at where I've been asked or called to suppress that part of myself, and really understand what it is to walk as a man in this society, Western, but also as a man on the planet. So I agree.